EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Jackson to throw again. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He's going. That's caught inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. That's caught. It's Thomas. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Let's go!
Here we go! Here we go! I'm ready to go! Let's go! Come on! Let's go! You tighten up! 36! What? Come on! Tight dog! Tight dog! Tight dog! Big dash! Big dash! Come on! Come on! Hey! Hey! Watch it! Watch it! Hey! Rush in! Rush in! Rush in!
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Check 15. Go, go. Begin, begin. Go, go. Kill, kill, kill.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
What? Quick, what's more? Check 99.
On second down, Bridgewater again. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
We got double up. Back. Watch twist. Shift. Kill. Go. Hey, turn it up.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 26. Hey. Watch out. Watch safety creep. Man. Drop. Out. Hey. Switch.
Bridgewater again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And again, it's Bridgewater. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drop.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a dump off here complete, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to loft one, deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 25 yards to the house as the Ravens push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you bring some doubt in their minds.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time.
Mike, 57. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
57 Mike, go. Watch the run. Shoot. Slam.
Bridgewater. Again has it complete. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Fresno. Over. 57's Mike. Yo.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Patrick Owasor charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Throwing on second and long. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
57's the mic. Yeah. All day. Hey, check Mike.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He finds Roberts complete. And all the way down to the 29. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. I don't think you got it, sir. Mike 5-4.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. Craig Robertson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now it's Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, you and I have made our predictions for Super Bowl 54. Well, coming soon, the official Madden NFL 20 Super Bowl prediction. Something Madden folks do every year is predict how they think the big game is going to play out. And that prediction, with the help, by the way, from Peyton and Eli Manning, is going to be revealed on Thursday, January 30th, 9 Eastern. Go to EA.com/theprediction to check it out. And keep playing Madden to feed the machine and tell us who you think will win as well. Again, it's EA.com/theprediction. Complete. Smith has it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Bridgewater. Well, this is caught by Gill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Check 43. He's checking crack.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
You got tight right there. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Hey. Kill.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Throwing again. Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, 50 seconds left. Oh, you got deep?
Throwing. Bridgewater. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Snead's got it. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Go. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson trying to lay one up. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 68 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on 2nd half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the 2nd half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater under pressure again, and down he goes again. Patrick Owasor getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play action now. Bridgewater. Airing it out deep for Smith. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
27 yards there, a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Check, watch it before.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A first down throw for Bridgewater. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And again, it's Bridgewater. And Ginn's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. The tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Bridgewater on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Bridgewater again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Bridgewater. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. To the air again with Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He uncorks it for Snead. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Stepping up, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams...
They've got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Again has it complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A give. This is Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. You ain't going nowhere. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come to the edge, yeah.
To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill there to make the grab. And the Saints get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, It's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Reset. 19. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Shoot. Check 50. Check 50. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he's got room. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
But now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Watson on 3rd down. He's got the completion to Hopkins.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A.J. Klein showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A.J. Klein picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Back 22, back 22. All right, T, let's go.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise. To keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. same speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Texans 14, Saints 10.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they'll give Miller another crack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. A quick sidestep here, CD. The NFL doing something kind of neat for its 100th season, which wraps up with Super Bowl 54. They're inducting a 20-man class, a centennial class, into the Pro Football Hall of Fame this year. Now, a number of modern-day candidates won't be announced until the night before the Super Bowl, but 15 have already been announced, and it's a pretty good list so far. Guys like Harold Carmichael, Bobby Dillon, Alex Karras, Donnie Shell, Duke Slater, a number of others in there as well, CD.
Yeah, you're right about that, and what this does is they hope it helps ease the backlog of some of the great candidates that are out there. You know, a Max Speedy and Ed Sprinkle people may have forgotten about, but they were tremendous during their time frame. And we did get to see, if you're watching television, coaches Bill Cowher and Jimmy Johnson receive their invitation to Canton from the president of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And we saw those announcements live. It was so much fun, wasn't it? And the emotion that came through. And let's not forget Executive George Young, who built the New York Giants back in the day with Bill Parcells and crew to win Super Bowls. And former Commissioner Paul Tagliabue, he presided over the big growth of the league. And contributor Steve Sable of NFL Films, who should have been in a long time ago. Without NFL Films, I don't think we have the number of fans watching the game today. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Bridgewater, looking long for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the 41, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And now off to the races, down the right side. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Texans 41, Saints 13.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. It's free. It's free.
Back to it after the pick 6. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And down he'll go at the 25. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Brings up 3rd down.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there.
Check, check. Lucky. Lucky. Check. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Drop. Check 37. Deuce.
They're going to try and throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. Now that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Right there in the middle, 55. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it, and the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, 31! Give me that! Check the car! Motion,
From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Hey, 59! Like 22 is coming, 22 is coming, Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Quick dance. Hey, 59!
Out of the gun, Watson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Completes it to Miller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Rush in. I see 4. 22. In your face. Shit. I see 5.
A first down carry now for Miller. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 32 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Texans 28, Saints 20.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check. Look. Let's look at it. Let's go back to the offense. Let's go. Kill. It's a safety cream.
Bridgewater on first down. Thomas has got it. Complete. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
He's coming. Okay. Back. Quick. Shift.
Bridgewater able to shake him off. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Safety screaming.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch. Jim. Switch. Slow down. Up. He's checking. Crash. Yeah. Check.
To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Here we go. Check 3. Alert 3.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, it's Miller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Let him know. Check 9.
Now Watson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 52 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no. And that'll set them back 5. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Bridgewater to throw it. Again has it complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Check number 19. Check number 19. Check. 22. Check. Mama. 22. Check. Mama. What? Check 25. Check 25. Hey. Check 3. Check 3. Hey. Switch gears. Switch gears. Yeah. Check 31. Check 32.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.